Yes, Ole is at the wheel, given a contract at Manchester United as the permanent manager for the next 3 years. And you can probably tell from the tone of my voice, I'm excited. He deserves it. He deserves this job. I tell you, when he came in on December the 19th, 19 points away from the top of the table. I think we were closer to the bottom or the relegation zone at least than we were to the top. 11 points behind top 4 before we played our first game. 13 points behind third place. And he's turned it around. The dour atmosphere that was around the club when Jose Mourinho exited after we got battered by Liverpool at Anfield, extinguished, disappeared completely. We beat Cardiff and I said, it's only Cardiff. We beat Huddersfield, it's only Huddersfield. Bournemouth came and went. And then we played Spurs. Well, you know, De Gea saved you. Then we played Arsenal. Well, it's only Arsenal. Everyone beats Arsenal. Game after game after game. When we played PSG, Champions League, nobody gave us a chance. Man United fans, we were gassed. We were excited. We said, no, we're going to beat PSG at Old Trafford. Mbappe, Di Maria, they showed us a lesson. Pogba, man marked out the game, sent off. And they said, the wheels are coming off. Ole, you can't hack it. You know, the honeymoon period is over. What did we do? We went to Stamford Bridge and we beat Sarri's boys. But at the time, apparently, everyone was beating Sarri. So he still got that caveat. He still got the asterisk over him. And then we went away to PSG. In the Parc des Princes. No chance. 2-goal deficit. At home, no chance. Away to Mbappe, Verratti, Marquinhos, Di Maria, without Pogba, Martial, Lingard, Matic, no chance. But we turned up. Ole's boys turned up. Romelu Lukaku, Marcus Rashford sent us through the impossible. We did the impossible out in France. But yet there's still doubters. Yes, we lost to Arsenal. Because as much as people said, well, everyone beats Arsenal. Well, everyone doesn't beat Arsenal. Arsenal have a very good home record in the Premier League this season. We then played Wolves in the FA Cup. Disappointing performance. But Wolves have got one of the best records in the league against top 6 sides. It's a loss that, even at your best, it can happen. They've got a draw at home to Man City this season. Not Liverpool at the FA Cup. I think they've beaten Arsenal. I think they've also beaten Spurs this season. It's not easy. But the crux of the matter is 19 games, 14 wins, I think it is, 3 draws, 2 losses. Was it 2 draws, 3 losses, should I say? He deserves this. And there's no doubt in my mind that Solskjaer deserves this Manchester United job. He came in as an interim, yes. And it was like the board said, you know, we'll see, we'll make a decision at the end of the season. That decision has actually been taken out of their hands. Whether or not they wanted to or didn't want to, there was no pressure on them to make this decision. Most people were content. Solskjaer wasn't getting offers from, you know, far and wide in Europe, in the world. He was ours until we no longer wanted him. But the board said, no, this is the time. This is the moment to give him the job. We know this is the man we want. We know that regardless of what happens between now and the end of the season, he's shown that he can take this club forward. Whether or not we meet the expectations that we set out at the start of the season, it definitely wouldn't be because of Ole. It will be despite the efforts of Ole. So they said this is the man to take the club forward. So we're going to offer him the job now. I expected them to wait, they didn't. I'm fine with that. And I tell you what, it means that they're planning for the summer. And they're planning from now, which any big club, any good club does. You don't wait for the season to end before you start planning. So Ole, welcome. Welcome back. Welcome to the position as permanent Manchester United manager. To the detractors, the doubters, I mean, hold your corner. Just hold your corner. Because you don't have a place in this debate, really. Because the reality is, whatever we did, whatever the decision, it would have been an issue for you. You would have made something out of nothing. If Ole got the sack, at the end of the season, we said, no, we don't want to keep him. It would be like, what a disgrace. How can you not keep him? He's done X, Y, Z. He's a legend, blah, blah. If we got in an experienced man, you say, well, you've gone for 3 experienced men since Fergie and none of them has worked. Why don't you try someone who knows the club, a younger manager, someone in the current coaching climate? If we went for Pochettino, people would have said, yeah, he's experienced in the Premier League, but what has he won? If we had gone for a winner, an older head, people would have said, well, times have changed. It's not all about winning. Now you need to have a philosophy, a style of play, etc., etc. Whatever we did, people had their doubts. People have been saying that it's not really Solskjaer managing, it's actually Ferguson, which shows you the work that Solskjaer's actually done. But if that's the case, and it's really Ferguson managing, why is it a bad thing that Solskjaer's got the job? Because it's not really him managing anyway. So if it's really Ferguson managing, then surely it's a good thing for Man United that Ole's got the job, because it's really Ferguson got the job, right? But as I said, whatever happened, you're going to make something out of nothing. So hold your corner. This ain't your talk. This ain't your fight. Some have said, yeah, we're delighted Ole's got the job. I can't see them winning the Premier League title under. I mean, bro, sis, when's the last time you won the Premier League title? 2004? Never? In some cases? Hold your corner, innit? Just hold your corner. This ain't your fight. This ain't your battle. Some are talking about, welcome to Europa League. How is he going to fare? I mean, we're in the Champions League. He's won games in the Champions League. You're talking about competitions that your club can't even qualify for. Hold your corner. Hold your space. Because this ain't your fight. This ain't your battle. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is a Man United legend. Some people have said, look at Di Matteo. Well, I call you Di Matteo. And I raise you Zinedine Zidane. I call you Di Matteo. And I raise you Pep Guardiola. Now, what am I saying? People said Di Matteo, yeah, he was given the interim job, and it's only because he won the Champions League and FA Cup, they had to give it, and it didn't work out. Cool. Well, his Premier League results weren't good, for a start. The style of football left a lot to be desired. They scraped their way to the Champions League, but an achievement nonetheless, because no Champions League is easy. But they definitely scraped it. I mean, I'll take a straight Champions League this year as well, to be fair. But anyway, they had to give him the job based on the trophies that he won. If he didn't win at that final, and he didn't win the FA Cup, they wouldn't have given that job. Whereas us, even if we don't win a trophy at the end, how Ole's turned it around at Manchester United is enough to give him the job. It's more than just the results that he's given. That is the key to why he's been given it so early. The atmosphere's changed. This is now the Manchester United way. We've brought the Manchester United spirit, the culture back to the club, which was lost since Fergie's gone. So it's more than just the results. It's more than just the trophy or lack thereof. That's not why he's been given a job. Because if that was the case, they would have waited to the end of the season and saw what happens. It's much more than that. But as I said, I call you Di Matteo, and I raise you Zidane. Rafa Benitez was sacked in the middle of 2016. Poor results at Real Madrid. Zidane, who would only be managing the Castilla, the B team, was given the job. Now, in Real Madrid's defense, he was given the job on a full-time basis, 2.5-year deal. But the difference between England and Spain, we could have an interim manager for the whole season until we're ready to replace with a permanent one. Spain, I think you only have a 2-week period, and then you have to appoint a permanent. So whether they were going to give Zidane the job interim to the end of the season or not, once they're given that interim job, they only have 2 weeks until they have to appoint him permanently. At the time when they sacked Benitez, I think there was about half the season left to go. So they had to give him it permanently. But they gave him the job nonetheless. Some people would have said inexperience, Real Madrid need a big name. Zidane's a big name, by the way. But a big manager, someone who's won in the past. Zidane ain't got that managerial experience, but he knows the club. He has that respect. Like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What did Zidane do in his first year? Won the Champions League. Came back again, won the Champions League. Came back again and won the Champions League. 3 in a row. I'm not expecting or even attempting to say that we're going to do anything like that. What I'm saying is that when you got a man who is a good coach, as he's proved, who's a good man manager, as he proved, who knows and understands the culture of the club, his history in management actually matters little. I take Pep Guardiola. Only managed the Barcelona B team in the Segunda. Gave him the job. And as they say, the rest is history. Why? Because he knows the club. He knows what it's about, the philosophy, the ethos, the culture. Where's his managerial experience? It didn't exist. Did not exist. But he left Barcelona an absolute legend. So there's more to it than just trophies. There's more to it than just history, because Jose had all the history. Van Gaal had all the history. Moyes, he had the Premier League experience. And none of it worked out. So why not try something different? Why not try something a bit closer to home? And it's worked so far. So for me, it's the right appointment. Debate with yourselves whether you think it should have been done now or later. It should have been done. And it's been done. Now, as far as Man United, where do we go forward from here? Because the real work starts. Of course, we need to get in the top 4. That's the key. We'll get back in the Champions League. I mean, yeah, we can win it to get back in, but let's be realistic. We're playing Barcelona. So I ain't expecting anything from the Champions League other than a good performance. Get back in the Champions League, plan for the summer. But my issue is still there. And this is why I never put all this blame on Jose Mourinho, because there's issues outside of his control. Who is making these decisions to buy and sell players? Solskjaer might get the money in this window. If it doesn't work out, a new manager's going to come in, they're going to get their money, get their own new players. We still need to get that director of football in. The one who's going to set the direction of the club, make the decision on who and what type of players to buy, with the assistance and the sign-off of the manager, of course, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So I'll wait with bated breath between now and the end of the season to see what movements get made in the technical direction of the club. But for now, Ole is at the wheel. I'll tell you how it feels. I'm delighted. Good luck, boss. Good luck, gaffer.